Okay, so very good afternoon to all. Okay, so my voice is clear. I'm audible to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so in our previous lectures, we started with the introduction to cryptography and some basic concepts. Okay, so after it, we can study the OS architectures, then various security services, and the security mechanism. Okay, so the basic things in the network security is that the various attacks and how to prevent the attack. Okay, so we have studied the various types of attacks. So in that, the active attack and the passive attacks are the two important types. Okay, so again, how to avoid the attack? Yeah, in order to prevent that attack, how we can develop the security mechanism. So we can study the two types of a security mechanism in the last lecture. So out of these two security mechanism, we have to study the X dot 800 security mechanism for our syllabus. Okay, so that part we covered in previous lectures. So after it, anyone can tell the definition of security? Can anyone? What is the security? Okay, so okay, so in terms of a security, we can define the security in a general purpose word, and in the technical word, we can define the network security. Okay, so in a simpler definition, yeah, in a simpler word, we can define the security as where we feel safe. Okay, so that is called as a security. But in our technical field or in our technical term, we have to make sure that whatever our data or whatever our network, that should be secure. That is called as a network security. Okay, so in order to develop the network security, yeah, in order to prevent our data from the various hackers, so we have to make sure that there should be a one proper system or the one proper model. Okay, so that purpose we can define the network security model. Okay, so it is called as a model for network security. So in order to secure our data, yeah, in order to secure our network, so we can design a one proper model. So that model is referred as a network security model. Okay, so here we can see that there is some sender, receiver, or the third party. Yes, so we need to understand that what is a network security and how the network security model can works. Okay, so before illustrating the diagram, first we need to understood that what we have to study under the network security model. Okay, so we come later to the figure. First, we need to understand what we have to study in the network security model. Okay, so in a network security model, we have to study the four basic things. Okay, so the first thing is we have to study the algorithm for security transformation. Okay, so everyone keep in mind, so based on these 4 points we have to design a network security model. Okay, so first one is a security transformation. Second one is the algorithm. So here we can note a second point as a generate the secret information used by the algorithm. Okay, so we'll study these four point in a detail. So first we need to understood what are the four important points for the network security. Okay, so the first point is the security transformation. The second point is the security algorithm. Then the third point is that the security key, or we can call as a security information or secret information. And the fourth point is the protocol for enabling the network security, or we can call as a how the network security model can works. Okay, so once again I'll revise the 4 points. The first point is the security transformation. The second point is the security algorithm. The third point is security key. And the fourth point is how the model can works. So everyone understood the 4 points what we have to study in a network security model. Yes, can anyone tell these 4 points? What are the 4 points? Okay, so once again, I'll explain the 4 points. First one is a transformation. The second point is the algorithm. Third one is a key. And the fourth one is the working of a model. It is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we'll study the security model in a detail. So before going through the security model or it's a block diagram, we need to understood that what is the need of the network security. Okay, so in order to protect our information, yeah, in order to protect our data from the various attackers, or we can call it as a unauthorized user. So in that case, we can design the particular models. So in every field, so in our homes, in various offices, in your various private sectors, so there is a need of a security. So where there is a network, so that network might be a wired network or the wireless network, there is a need of a security. So in order to design, yeah, in order to develop those various security mechanisms, so we require the various concepts or we require various services. Okay, so the first point of the security model is that the transformation. So can anyone tell what is the transformation? Okay, so simply the meaning of transformation is that, so when we transfer the information from one user to the another user, so that is called as a transformation, right? So now you can tell me, so what is the use of transformation in a network security? मग आपण नेटवर्क सिक्युरिटी मध्ये काय ट्रान्सफर करतो? Can anyone tell? What kind of information can we transfer in a network security? Yes. Okay. So simply you can forward the messages by using emails, Facebooks, WhatsApps, right? So that means the transformation information in terms of the text. It might be a images, it might be a various videos. Okay. So what is a transformation? So the transformation in a network security model is that we can transfer various messages or we can transfer various data. Okay, so in order to transfer the message or in order to transfer the various videos, pictures, we require the particular medium, right? Okay, so if we transfer the message by, yeah, if we send the email by using a one computer to the another computer, so in that case the transformation medium should be wireless or wired medium. So if there is a wired medium, so we can transfer the message by using various LAN cables. And if there is a various wireless connections, so we can transfer the data by using various routers, switches, or the Wi-Fi's. Okay, so that is called as a transformation. Okay, so have you understood the word transformation? Yes, so basic transformation means that, so we have to transfer the data from one place to the another place. So that should be the, yeah, that should through transformation medium. Okay, so now the second thing is that algorithm. Okay, so in order to design a security mechanism, yeah, in order to design a various network model, we require the particular algorithm. So what is the need of algorithm? Can anyone tell? Why we can use various algorithms? Yes, hello. Yes, what is the need of algorithm? Okay, suppose there are two persons. One is a person A and another is a person B, right? So when the person A send the message to the person B through the various transformation medium, okay, so in that case, the third person can also able to hack that particular data or that particular message. So if our message should be the private, so we can provide the various security keys to that particular message. So in order to develop that key, we require the algorithm. Okay, so algorithm might be in a various coded format. So by using the algorithm, we can ensure that there should be not any attack, or there should be not any third person which can read our secret information. Okay, so the algorithm is required to protect our data from the unauthorized user. Okay, so in our syllabus, we have to study the various algorithms. Okay, so we have to study total 4 to 5 algorithms, how it can be work, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of all the algorithms. Okay, so we'll study the algorithm in detail in a next points. Okay, so the third point is a key. So can anyone explain what is a key? Yes. Hello. Yes, I'm audible. Okay, so for a
Key is one kind of password.
okay, very good. So it is a one kind of a password. So what is the need of password? So suppose we want to protect our system. Okay, so take an example of our home. Okay, so we can lock the door with the help of lock, and we can unlock the door by using a key. Okay, so it is a real-time application. But in terms of our network security, आपण असं we can provide a lock to that particular data. आपण असं करू शकतोय का? We can use a lock and key. Okay, so similar to our home applications, if we have to protect our data, so we can design the various keys. Okay, so what is a key? So in this case, we can provide various coded message. Yeah, we can provide the code word to that particular thing. So we can also call as a password to access that particular system. Okay, so if we send the message to the user from user A to the user B, मतलब simply आपण एखादा message user B ला send केला, so in that case we can transfer that message in the coded format. ठीक है? So there are the two things. Yeah, there are the two types of keys. One is a encryption key and another is a decryption key. Okay, so might be you can study the concept of multiplexer and demultiplexer, right? So similar to that, in our network security, we have a two types of keys. One is a encryption and another is a decryption key. Okay, so by using this encryption and decryption, we can send the message in the coded format. Okay, so I'll give a one example how to use the key or how we can send the message to the another user in the form of code. Okay, so wait a minute, I'll share my camera. Okay, so everyone see the write-up page. Write-up page दिसते का सगळ्यांना? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Uh,
sir.
so okay, so now everyone focus on your screen. So how you can transfer the message by using the various keys that we have to understand here. Okay, so there are the two types of things. One is a encryption and another is a decryption. So everyone focus on a screen. Suppose here is a user A and here is a user B. Okay, so the user A can send the message to the user B. Okay, in order to transfer the message from A to B, we require the various transformation mediums. Okay, so up to this point clear? So by using this transformation medium, so it might be a wired or it might be a wireless. So A message can reach up to the B. So if here we cannot use any security mechanism, so it is a possibility. So the third person can access the data. The third person can hear the communication between A and B. Okay. So suppose the person A can transfer the message to the B as a hello. ठीक आहे मग समजा पर्सन ए न पर्सन बी ला इट कॅन ट्रान्सफर द मेसेज and the message is a hello. ठीक आहे so first we need to provide the encryption key to this particular message. ठीक आहे so now everyone focus on your screen how we can provide the encryption key. Okay, so here we can use the language as an English language. Okay, to transfer the communication. So here we can use the hello. So we have a total 26 alphabets, right? So based on this alphabet, so we can provide the numbering to this all the alphabets. So here we can make the numbering as from 0 to 25. So there are the 26 characters. So when we transfer when we use the various keys, so at that time we have to mention the numbers from 0 to 25. Okay, so there are 1 to 26. So there is a one standard format to mentioning the number. So the number is always mentioned from 0 to 25. Okay, so first we have to encrypt the message. Okay, now how to encrypt the message? So here our message is a hello. Okay, so first we can encrypt the message by using key. So there are the number of keys. So here we can use the key as a 1. So we can use any type of key 1, key 2, key 3. So now I'll explain how the key can works. Okay, so can anyone tell how many letters are present in a hello? Yes. Yes, how many letters are present in a hello word?
5.
Okay, so 5 letters are present. So if we use the key as a 1, so we have to repeat the 1 5 times. So it is a proper key for this hello message. Okay, so by using this key, we can encrypt the message. You can know how to encrypt the message. So we have to use these particular letters. So first letter is H. So we have to find out the number of a H in our alphabets. So it is a number of H. Can anyone tell? Yes, what is the number for? What is the number
1.
for H?
7.
7. 7.
7. Okay. For E,
4.
4.
4. Correct. For L,
11.
11.
11.
And for O,
11.
for O,
14.
14.
14.
Okay, so by using this, now we have to use a key. So again, we have to here mention as a key 5 times 1. Okay, and we have to add the key in our original message. Okay, what is the 7 plus 1? 8. 4 plus 1?
5.
11. Yes, disturbance. And 14 plus 1, 15. Okay,
15.
so here we can encrypt the message. Now find the digit 8. So where is the 8? So for 8, the letter is I. Then for 5, yes, for 5.
F.
F.
For 12,
M.
yeah. And for 15,
P.
P. Okay, so it is the encrypted message for hello. So if we transfer the message as a hello by using the encryption key, so it is in a coded form. Okay, so if the message in a coded form, so can third person able to listen, can third person able to read this particular message? Yes.
No.
No. So for that purpose, we can use the encryption key. But the person B, the person B ला message read करता आला पाहिजे. Okay. So for that, the person B can use the decryption key. Okay. So at the receiver side, the person B can decode this original message. Okay. So again, it can find these letters and subtract the key, that is a 5 times 1. So if we subtract, then we'll get the original message as a hello. Yes, understood? Yes. Okay, so now we'll move towards our slide. Okay. Now we'll comes to our network security model. So by using these 4 points, now we can describe the network security model. Okay, so everyone focus on your screen. So here at the left side there is a sender, and at the right side there is a receiver. Okay, so there is a third person. Now we require the keys. So one key acts as a sender and another key at the receiver. So who will provide the keys to the sender and receiver? So our network, so we can call as a trusted third party network. So it can provide the security key to the sender and the receiver. So encryption key can be provided to the sender and the decryption key can be provided to the receiver. So when the sender transfer the message, so it can send the message as a hello. So that message can enters into the information channel, or we can call as a transformation field. So through transformation field, the hello message can be reached up to the receiver. So at the receiver side, there is a decryption key. So by using the decryption key, the receiver can read that particular message. Okay, so it is the flow of network security model. Okay, so now you can tell me where is the possibility of attack, or where is the possibility of uh, hacker. So where the hacker can read this particular message. Yes, where is the possibility in this network security model where the hacker can read that particular message if the key is not there. Yes, so when the message it transfer from user A to user B, so there is a transformation medium, or we can call it as an information channel. So at the information channel, there is a possibility to hack the message. So here we can use the word as an opponent or the hacker. So the hacker can read the message through only in the transformation channel or the information channel. So if the key is there, so there is a less possibility to hack the message. Okay, so it is a working of a network security model. So have you understood it? Yes, any doubts? Okay, so again, there is a sub part of a network security model is that the model for network access security. Okay, so here we can explain how our system can be secure from the hackers. Okay, so here we can use the word for hacker as opponent. So it might be any human or any attacker or any softwares. So there is a possibility to hack the messages from various softwares. Okay, so we need to ensure that there should be not any opponent. So what we can consider in an opponent, so opponent may be any humans, any computers, any softwares. Okay, so by using that we can hack the particular message. So might be you can heard about the Trojan horse. Have you heard about Trojan horse? Yes, there should be a one movie also on a Trojan horse. Yes, माहिती आहे का तुम्हाला ट्रोजन हॉर्स? Yes or no? Okay, so opponent might be any. Okay, so if we have to keep our information system secure, so we require the various gatekeeper functions. Okay, so when we transfer the message by using the transformation channel. Okay, so before it receives up to the user B, so we can use the various gatekeeper functions. Okay, now we need to understood what is a gatekeeper function. Okay, so I'll give a one easy example to understand the concept of gatekeeper function. Okay, so when we enter in any organization, in any companies, or if we enter in our college also. Okay, so in order to make an entry in our college, we require the identity cards. Okay, so that particular identity card can be checked by a one particular person. Okay, so if the identity of that person, if the identity of that particular student can be verified, then it can enters in a gate. Okay, so similar to that, if we have to hack, sorry, if we have to protect our information system from any attack, so we have to use various gatekeepers. So that gatekeepers does not allow to hack our information. So it can first it can match the identity of incoming data with the help of a key, and then only it can enters in our information system. Okay, suppose we can take the example of our Gmail. Okay, so to access the Gmail, we require the user ID and the password. So we can put our mail and password. So if our identity is matched, then only Gmail can be opened. Okay, so who will check this? So the gatekeeper can check this particular data. म्हणजे आपण जेव्हा email login करतो, so at that time we can use our username and the password. Okay, so who will verify it? So the gatekeeper function can verify our identity. So if our identity is matched, then only we can we are able to log in to the mail. Yes, so it is the simple model for network access security. So it can make sure that only the authorized user can use that particular information. Yes, understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so these are the two main functions of these network access security. security. So first one is we have to use the various gatekeeper function, and the second is we have to implement security control mechanism. Okay, so to protect our system from the hackers, we have to design various gatekeeper functions. So it might be any code words. And the second thing is we have to make sure that our we have to make sure that the authorized user can only access that particular data. Okay, so these are the two main functions can be provided by this network access security. So where we implement this, so in order to implement this model, we can use the proper computer systems. So here we can call as a trusted computer systems. So where there is a less possibility to enter a virus, yeah, we can use the proper computer system to implement the network security model. Okay, so have you understood the network security model? Yeah, any doubts? Uh, yes, have you got it? Yes, your response should be there. Ayat ka? Hello? Yes, can you move to the next point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so up to this, we can study the various basic concepts related to the network security. Okay, so we can study, wait a minute. Okay, so up to this, we can study the various important and the basic things related to the network security. Now we have to move towards the basic or the main contents of our network security. So our first unit is named as a introduction to cryptography. Okay, so up to this we can study the various basic things related to the network security. So now we have to enter in the cryptography. Okay, so in order to study the cryptography, we have to use the various standard words. So up to it, we can use the various general words, that is a security, network security, then code words or encryption key, decryption key. Okay, so in cryptography, we have to use the standard words. Okay, so here we have some definitions or some standard words. So the first word is a plain text. Okay, so what the plain text can indicate? What the plain text can indicate? So our original information or our original message can indicate as a plain text. Okay, if I have to transfer the message as a hello, okay, so that hello can be called as a plain text. So instead of calling as a original message or a hello, so we can use the word as a plain text. Now the second is the cipher text. So what is a cipher text? So it is the coded version of that particular message. So if we encrypt the message by using a various code word, so that coded message is called as a cipher text. जसं आपण for hello we can use the key 1 and we can transfer the message hello from the original message to the code word message. So that coded message is called as a cipher text. Now the third definition is a cipher. Okay, so what is the cipher? So it is the algorithm for transforming plain text to the cipher text. Yes, so it is a cipher. So the plain text we have to convert the plain text into the ciphertext. So we require the proper algorithm. So that algorithm is called as a cipher. The fourth word is a key. So what is a key? So the key can be used by the sender or the receiver. So by using the key, we can protect that particular text. Okay. Next one is a encrypt or encipher. Okay, so what is a encipher? So converting the plain text to cipher text. That is called as a encryption. Then next word is a decipher, or we can call as a decryption. So it is a similar to the demultiplexer. So recovering the cipher text from plain text. So it is similar to the multiplexer and demultiplexer. Okay, so have you got these five definitions? Okay, first we'll cover all the definitions. So next one is a cryptography. So it is a cryptography. So in a cryptography, we can study the various code words. Okay, so information can be secured in terms of the codes, and that codes we can study it under the cryptography. Then next definition is a crypt analysis. So what we study in a crypt analysis? So in crypt analysis, we can study the various deciphering techniques. Okay, so how to decode the message? So that thing we can study in the crypt analysis. And in a cryptography, we can study the various encryption techniques. So the encryption techniques can be studied in the cryptography, and the decryption techniques can be studied in the crypt analysis. And the last definition is a cryptology. So in the cryptology, we can study encryption as well as the decryptions. Okay, so these are the basic terminology in the network security. Okay, so now we have to use these cryptographic words to study the encryption and the decryption concepts. So have you got these words? So what we call for original message? So for original message, we can call as a plain text. For coded text, we can call as a cipher text. So have you clear these definitions? So everyone go through the these definitions, go through particular slide. Okay, in a 1 minute, you all can read these all definitions. ठीक है. So what is a plain text? Can anyone? कोणी सांगू शकता what is a plain text?
Plain text is the original message which we have to send.
Okay, very good. Next one, what is a cipher text? Yes. Yes, what is a cipher text?
Cipher text is the encoded message.
Encoded or coded?
Coded.
Okay, means if we provide the if we convert the message in the form of code words, so that code word message is called as a cipher text. And how to provide the code, the process of providing the code to that particular message by using the cipher. So cipher is the algorithm to convert the plain text into the ciphertext. So, have you understood these basic definitions? Yes, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, wait a minute. Okay, so the next point is the cipher text. So, can anyone again tell the definition of cipher? So, it is a cipher text. Yeah, what is a cipher? Okay, so the cipher means it is a algorithm. Okay, so we have to study the various algorithms in the network security. Okay, so in order to study the various algorithm, there are the two basic techniques. Okay, so how we can use that particular algorithm? So in order to use the algorithm, yeah, in order to provide the security to our original message, so first we require the conversion of original message into the coded message. Okay, so here are we have to study the various algorithms to convert the plain text into the cipher text. Okay, so we have to protect our information. Okay, so if we so suppose take one example, so we can use the computers, right? So we can provide the input to the computers by using the keyboard, right? So we can type the various digits, various alphabets on a keyboard, right? So the computer can understand only the digital language. Okay, and we can provide input to the computers in the various other languages, so the computer can convert the input language into the binary language. Okay, so that concept can be done by the algorithm, and that algorithm is called cipher in our network security. Now understood what is a cipher? So cipher is the algorithm so that can convert the plain text into the cipher text. Or in our language we can call as cipher is the algorithm so that can convert original message into the coded message. Yes, now understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, we have a one more lecture, so can we continue or we'll stop here? Yes, समझते कैसे करना? Yes, your response should be there. आहेत का तुम्ही तिकडं? Have you understood is? Today we'll stop here. Okay. Okay. So in next lecture, we can study the various cipher algorithms or the cipher techniques. So we have to study the various algorithms. So all the algorithms can be divided into the two techniques. One is a substitution cipher technique, and another is a transposition cipher technique. Okay, so we have to study 4 to 5 algorithms, and that algorithm we have to study under these two types of a technique. One is a substitution technique, and another is a transposition technique. Okay, so first we need to understand that what is a substitution technique and what is the transposition technique. Okay. Okay, so we'll study the various algorithms in our next lecture. So today we'll stop here. Okay. So you can give your attendance. Roll number one is there.
Yes, sir.
Two. Put your number. Roll number one. Two.
2 is present, sir.
Three. Roll number three. Put your number.
Sir, roll number 2 is message in, sir.
Okay. Okay. Roll number three. Roll number three is there. Roll number four. Five. Six.
Yes, sir.
Put your number. Seven.
Yes, sir.
Eight. Nine. Ten. Roll number 10. 11 to 15. 16 to 20. 21 to 25. 26 to 30. 31 to 35. 36 to 40. 41 to 45. 46 to 50. 51 to 55. 56 to 62. Okay. Okay. So next lecture will be not there. So you can do your project works. Okay. Okay. So
Hello, sir.
yes.
Sir, roll number 6 is present. I have put my attendance at last.
Okay. Roll number six.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So now we can left.